back here with another video, man. We got this story at D.Rose slash 600. What is this? Part 6. We only got that long to go. We're gonna try to finish this today instead. But if not, it will be normal part. But I'm hoping the plans is to finish this shit today, so we're gonna try to get this shit away. Um, yeah, if you guys are new, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow Instagram NHJ21, follow Twitter NHJ6, man. I rock with y'all so much, bro. My views been going, being doing numbers and shit. It just been good to, um, yeah. I love y'all, man. Uh, um, we gonna keep doing this shit though. Let me know if y'all want me to do more Chicago Scenes videos, documents, or whatever like this. Um, yeah. So we're gonna get right to this video, man. Enough talking. Yeah, let's get right to the video. Let's finish this shit up. Let's get it.
To the year 2014. On January 16th, D.Rose was released into the free world, and just 1 month later King Von was released. Two outstanding members that couldn't wait to get out and get back for their friends who were killed while they were in jail. A lot of ops were hoping to catch them before they could drop more bodies, but both would get out and score big, with D.Rose allegedly killing Lil Mark from 051 Young Money, and King Von killing K.I. However, before we get to the murder of Lil Mark, there is another murder to tell about, namely the murder of Big V, which would later lead to D.Rose getting life in prison. Chicago police said that Wenzel Richardson, 14, also known as Big V, was walking with 3 to 5 other teens in the 6100 block of South Vernon Avenue about 8:20 p.m. February 12, 2014. A white van pulled up and a gunman inside opened fire. Richardson, who was walking home from a convenience store, was shot in the head and died on the scene. The people who are rumored to have been in the van were D.Rose, C-Day and Lil Boo from 600 and Lil Loss from Front Street. According to Demona Y, 13 years old, who cooperated with the police, it was D.Rose who shot Big V from inside the van. He recognized D.Rose from social media and Chief Keef videos. However, there is much that does not match that reputation, which I will get to a little later. The friends Big V was walking with were TB, D-Money, Mook, Xi and White Mike from Taekwon World. Big V got shot in the head right in front of them. TB and the others luckily managed to dodge the bullets and the van drove off. Only 2 weeks after the murder of Wenzel, it was C-Day and Rondo No. 9's turn to commit a murder which would cause them both to get life in prison. Of course, I'm talking about the murder of the taxi driver Javon. On the night of February 22, 2014, C-Day, Rondo, Takapone, Memo's little sister and one other girl were in a van, supposedly the same van that was used in the murder of Big V. They later spotted a car parked on the street. Rondo and C-Day jumped out of the van and walked up to the car. One of them asked where the man in the car was from, and then C-Day produced a handgun and shot Javon to death. At first there were many rumors that this murder was an act of revenge for the murder of L.A. Capone and that Javon set him up. But that's of course false. This was a random murder. Javon was a former member from MTG039 but was no longer active in that life and started working as a taxi driver, which makes the whole thing so tragic. Once C-Day and Rondo No. 9 were arrested and charged a few weeks later, the two girls in the car snitched on C-Day by stating for the police that C-Day killed Javon Boyd. Memo's sister was one of the two girls who snitched on C-Day. This is why C-Day doesn't like Memo. In addition to the snitching, C-Day both dropped his phone at the scene and left fingerprints at the car, which was more than enough evidence for the police to convict him. C-Day got sentenced to 38 years in prison while Rondo got sentenced to 39 years in prison. Which is weird because C-Day was the one doing the killing and leaving evidence, while Rondo didn't leave any DNA evidence at all. Rondo most likely went down due to the snitching. Just a few weeks before D.Rose would be arrested for the murder of Big V, he managed to kill one of 051 most high-profile members and the one who put them on the map, Lil Mark. On March 25, 2014, just 3 days before Lil Mark was shot to death, Lil Mark released his most famous and acclaimed song No Competition, which is a remix of Lil Durk's song Competition, featuring Lil Reese, where he dissed Brick Squad, Wagga World and King Lil J. Lil Mark's remix of the song was an even more disrespectful song in which he mocked several deceased members from 600, Lamrod and a block such as L.A. Capone, Tasky, O.D., Baldy, Trix, Lil Rob and D-Thang. This song was of course a big part of why he was killed. It was no coincidence that he was killed 3 days after the song was released. Though, Lil Mark was not only a rapper, he was one of 051's top members and was rumored to have killed Tony from DHF46 in 2011 together with D Streets from 051 Young Money. The song that Lil Mark released got a lot of attention in Chicago and many got angry and he made himself a big target. Because neither 600, O Block nor THF46 could kill those responsible for L.A. Capone's death, because they were in prison and because they never managed to catch either Melly or Kiddo, who were also on top of the list for the BDs. Lil Mark became their highest priority instead. A rapper for a rapper, or as Lil Durk said in the song 1773 Vulture, if we cannot find you, we gon' kill your artist. On March 28, 2014, Lil Mark would tragically suffer the same fate as his brother Tuka, be shot and killed at a bus stop. The question is why Lil Mark was standing there that day, because 2 days before he was close to getting caught at the exact same bus stop by basically the same people who would catch him exactly 2 days later. That day, Lil Mark escaped with a hair's breadth after King Von from a block, Twilla and Rome from THF46 almost put him away for good. 2 days later, Lil Mark sadly did not have the same luck. As I said, 2 days later they got rid of Lil Mark for real. Mark was standing at a bus stop at 1:27 p.m. on the 300 block of East 51st Street. Some members of Lexville spotted Lil Mark at the bus stop and gave THF46 the location. THF46, who was already in traffic with members from Folly Boys, 600 and O Block, immediately got on it and drove to the location and spotted him. The people who were in the car were allegedly Twilla from THF46, D.Rose from 600, 5-Star from Folly Boys and D-Roy and King Von from a block. They pulled up next to the bus stop and Twilla jumped out at the minivan and started shooting at Lil Mark with a gun equipped with extended mags. Meanwhile, King Von and D.Rose allegedly shot from inside the silver minivan. Lil Mark started running immediately as the van pulled up. The first couple of shots shattered the glass at the bus stop, but the other shots hit Lil Mark in the head. They then sped away from the scene and fled north and then west. The minivan, which actually belonged to D.Rose, was later found in flames about 6:30 p.m. in the 3700 block of South Ellis Avenue. Several shell casings from different guns were recovered on the scene, and a witness to the shooting said he saw one man jumping out of the van and began firing shots at the man who stood at the bus stop. Whose bullets actually hit is impossible to know. All three who have been singled out as the alleged shooters have basically credited themselves with the body. Just hours after the murder, D.Rose tweeted, "I'm going in, ain't gotta ask who shot him," along with, "Marco what I'm smoking on, Marco Pack." King Von tweeted, "Smoke op, now we're back at it," along with a couple of DIY tweets and a tweet indicating that he was one of the people who let off shots. King Von has also mocked Lil Mark several times throughout his rap career, one time where he said, "Caught that boy right by the bus, this is his last stop." Twilla has also mocked Lil Mark multiple times, one of which was when he went back to the location where Lil Mark was killed and posed for a photo. What is even more shocking is that just hours after the murder, D.Rose, D-Roy and King Von went back to the crime scene to film and mock Lil Mark. The body was no longer there, but still, the disrespect had no limits. Just a week or so after the murder of Lil Mark, D.Rose got picked up by police for the murder of Big V, which occurred a month earlier. Just as I mentioned earlier, it was D-Money from Taekwon World that snitched on D.Rose as he recognized his face from music videos. However, I actually believe D.Rose was innocent. Everyone I've talked to said the same thing, and I'm talking about people very close to him. They all say he's innocent. According to insider sources, it was also Big V's sister that snitched on D.Rose as she recognized the jacket on the shooter. That jacket belongs to D.Rose, but the thing is that somebody else had his jacket on at the time of the shooting, not D.Rose. While the murder took place, D.Rose was with his cousin in an apartment, which means he's most likely innocent unless I was fed with wrong information, but even the enemy say he didn't do it. And according to initiated sources, it was neither C-Day, Lil Boo, Rondo nor Lil Loss from Front Street. What bothers me is that I actually didn't get the name of the shooter since he's live and outside in the free world, but I was told that the shooter wore that exact jacket in one of the music videos released around that time. D.Rose was sentenced to 40 years in prison. He is steadily working on getting an appeal. Despite D.Rose putting in all this work and letting the rappers use his name for clout and songs, his friend really left him in jail. Rose even went to trial with a public defender and would probably beat the case if he had a good lawyer. Buka 600 also did him very dirty when he first gave D.Rose's mother appeal money, but later came and took it back. The whole gang left him there. It's only a few people left that D.Rose really likes. With this story coming to an end, I just want to finish off this story by saying something. I usually don't give my own opinion in these stories, but I can't help thinking that D.Rose was really used as a send-off for these people. I feel like Chief Keef and the rest of 600 used D.Rose because they knew he was down for anything. Let me know what y'all think about that. With L.A. Capone dead, C-Day, D.Rose and Rondo number 9 locked up for life, 600 was slowly falling apart bit by bit. You could almost say that the 600 had already imploded at this point. However, Lil Boo, Bite Down and other outstanding 600 members were still out there, but that's for part 3. This was the second part of the story of D.Rose and 600. In the next part, I will go through the more present 600 from the year 2015 onwards. Rest in peace to all who have lost their lives in gang violence. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Alright, y'all, man. That's the story of D-Rose. It's on the part 6 now. We finished that, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow the Instagram NAZJ21, follow the Twitter NAZJ6, make your boy J. I'm out. Peace.